It's the ghost of Dingo's past. Here to remind you, you can catch this live every day on my Twitch. I hope you enjoy the video. Because I had to constantly keep deploying threats every single turn just to have something to sacrifice. Speaking of something to sacrifice, let's try it. We're playing against Guy right now. Guy's so funny. They're gonna reprint Demonic Tutor in the Lord of the Rings set. We can only hope. If I recall correctly, it was burning. Okay, something's burning. I don't know if it's food being made downstairs or if it's my computer. Something's on fire, though. Alright, chat. It's over for me. I'll see you in the next life. If I have a 4090, I don't have a 4090. I have a 2080. What is that? Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. I have a bolt in there. It smells like burning. I shouldn't be worried. I guess I'm attacking Ren, then playing a Spyro, and pitching Dothy Rebirth, playing land, having intent. Steamed steamed hams. The steamed ham scene from Simpsons was so great. Magic is turned into a game of answer this or lose your turn until one person can't respond. Really boring play pattern. I don't think that's true necessarily. It can play out like that, but I don't think that happens all the time. It depends on like what format you're playing. That's kind of true for Pioneer, which is why I'm not the biggest fan of Pioneer. Yeah, Pioneer is more like that, I agree. Six, 7. Holy bejeebus. Double 6, 7. Oh my god. See, I didn't have an opportunity this game at all to play Diabolic Intent. And now I'm like so behind on the board that this Diabolic Intent's not even gonna help me. Maybe it will though. I don't know. I played like Fury this turn, killed Ren. Seven eights, by the way. 7-8 with the Shadow Spear, by the way. 8-9. Coming at me. Oh, fuck. Third Goif. Oh, no. We may have a problem here. I can get exactly 1 Terminate. Okay, we're dead. There's no recovering. Alright, let's get some hearses in here. Not the Thought Seizes. Take those out. Blood Moons seem fine. Fatal Pushes are probably pretty great. Hitotsu's fine. K-Command's fine. Maybe I want Explosives as a 1-of to go tutor it up. Probably trim on Intense, because I'm not going to have very many creatures in the Jund matchup. I'm thinking about cutting some number of Ragavans also. A song is hella loud, jeez. Shh. Quiet, quiet. Too loud music. I'm gonna trim 2 Ragavans. I don't want to cut all the Intents, because I do want to try them. Shave of Grief. This hand's not very good. We'll ship it. It's 1 scams. I gotta say no to a scam. Oh, you're gonna make me scam? Ragavan. Ragavan. Spell Bomb. Fable. I'm gonna take the Fable and the Spell Bomb. This is like isn't even that good because they also have an Urza Saga in hand. Maybe I should have taken Ragavan because they up. Well. If it isn't the top deck Fatal Push, oof. Feels bad, man. Feels pretty bad. Maybe I should have taken a Ragavan over a Pyrite Spellbomb. I was kind of relying on that Grief to Brick Wall Ragavan for at least a little bit. Alright, it's my time to get dashed on. Come at me. Red card? Thothy. Not a red card. Just a big disappointment you are, Dothy. I'm gonna draw a Diabolic Intent and just feel it. Or they're gonna hit Diabolic Intent off this Ragavan and then go tutor up a Tarmogoyf. Or something even worse. Okay. Didn't happen. Thankfully. Bye, Dothy. Big Sugu. I guess I kind of have to kill this Grist before it gets out of hand. So I gotta like dash Ragavan on me, plus make a thing. Didn't I turn this down significantly? Apparently I didn't. Oh, the soundtrack's over anyways. Hmm. Rehearse. That's not great. I also had to terminate. Making a 1/1. Yeah. This is where I'm gonna draw like the intent, right? And then intent's just not good against. I don't think it's good in this deck either. Because you're gonna get down to a top decking war a lot of the time. When you're in that top decking war, drawing an intent seems terrible. After I top deck push interpret GG's guy. This would be a sick poker hand. I guess I took out my lands for intents. Escape shift, I don't think you have enough creatures to sack. Even if you have like Dwarven Mine. I don't know. I guess if you have like 2 copies of Dwarven Mine, but then it's like you're splashing black. So you're gonna have like a rough mana base. I think Wish is just better. I found the use for the intent. It's to pitch it to Grief. So I can scam them. Figured it out. You have a list? I'll take a look at it. Ragavan, Bolt, Spell, Pierce, Murktide. Take your Ragavan, take your Lightning Bolt. Please don't draw a Lightning Bolt. Don't do me dirty like Guy did. Diabolical Titan. I think you need more black sources. I think you need at least one more. But at that point, Wish is just a better card. I don't know. I don't even think I'd play it in Titan. Also, Grazer's kind of a bad card. I don't know. Don't know. I'd probably play one more Blood Crypt in that list also. Grazer's not a great card in that build of Titan. It's good in Amulet Titan because you bounce your lands back to your hand, but I've never liked Grazer in traditional Scape Shift lists. I always felt like it underperformed. I'd play like 2 Blood Crypt. I think the 1 Triumph's fine. I didn't play the Fable because I know they have a Spell Pierce in hand. I'm gonna save this in hand also. I don't know. Intent like doesn't help with Titan's central game plan, or nor does it help it beat like the things that beat Titan either. I don't think I want either of these. Okay, came back to me. Welcome back, Fury. Because how does Intent help you beat a Blood Moon, right? It doesn't. Titan's still gonna struggle against the things that Titan struggles against. Oh boy. I need to kill this Ledger Shredder. I wonder if they're gonna counter this. Oof. It's not great for me. Could have waited a turn on that maybe. But I don't expect this Reflection to survive. Can he slide? Ocean, thank you for sliding back in with a tier 1 sub. Welcome back for the 3rd month. Thank you. Appreciate that. Don't appreciate what's going on over here. Nor do I appreciate Zeriak bing bonging right now as I'm getting dunked on. I guess I'd trade here. Land? Nope. Alright. Yeah, not even land was gonna save me there. I don't think I had any outs. Maybe a Terminate. Terminate might have been fine. God, this card is so bad against Murktide too. You just like cast Diabolic Intent and they spell pierce it and you lose a creature. Get out. Get out of my deck. Get out. I wanted the K command. So I'll leave 3 copies in. PT already has the emotional damage. Wouldn't want to step on his territory. Emotional damage to emotional. Somebody told me Bing Bong today. Only a few times. Yeah, leagues are back. Hand looks great. It's mostly because it doesn't have a Diabolic Intent in it. Yeah, anyways. If you can go Spyro, draw into a Diabolic Intent, it's probably incredibly powerful. That's kind of also magical Christmas land in a way. Just like I'm gonna live in after I connect with this Ragavan. Hiya! Never. That's interesting. Kevin. Kevin, thank you for the tier 1 sub and welcome back for the 2nd month. Appreciate you, Kevin. Thank you, thank you. I will keep on scamming. Probably not with this card, but I will keep on scamming. You know what? This actually works out kind of okay for me. Now I can intent for anything. I can even intent for an intent. Ragavan connecting, we don't do that. It's not what we do here. You didn't get the memo. I already figured scam, like, intent was going to be great in scam. But I figured people were going to ask me about it, so I might as well try it now. Get it out of the way early. I'm keeping this intent. I intend on keeping this intent. But also, like, I pretty much played... This used to be a spike deck, the one I played in the prelim. It was... Where'd it go? Jund Intent. I don't know. Sex over. Alright, this one. This, if you take out the intent and replace it with Ren and 6, and you move some of the other, like, one-ofs around, this used to be a spike deck. And it was not great in this spike deck. Take out the Yogg also. You cut these 8 cards, replace them with some other cards. This was a spike deck. It used to have 4 bombardments. And it was not very good in there, in a deck that was meant for sacrificing. What do I want? I can have anything. Anything. Chat, what do you want for Christmas? You could have anything here. This is just like a fatal push. You want world peace? That's not happening. I don't see world peace in this deck. Another intent. Okay. That is an option. I want to get a feign death? I don't need a feign death. I should probably get Undying Evil. A Fable to discard our other intent. Okay, yeah. I could see that. Sure. Thunder the Voidwalker. Bunch of shenanigans. I think I should just try to kill them, though. Killing them seems like a good line. Only had 7. Should have waited for Connive to finish. No, because they can connive into a Spell Pierce, which I don't want them to do. So, really sucks that I drew a tap land here. I'm gonna intend for Lightning Bolt. Intending for Terminate is not great. Because I drew a tap land. If I drew an untap land, that could just kill them here by intending for Lightning Bolt. This way they have to answer my board, and they have to answer this Lightning Bolt. Unholy Yeet. Spiral getting yeeted. Maybe I was supposed to just, like, finish off this Murktide. Seems pretty risky. They probably think I intended for this card. Alrighty, your turn. Maybe they tap the Islet. Anything can happen. I'm not gonna run my Lightning Bolt into a counter, so I'm just gonna, like, grief you instead. I have to counter the grief. I could Fury, try to kill this Ledger Shredder, but then they get to Connive. And then if I have another counter spell, then I'm out of gas completely. So I'm just gonna pass, be patient. They're at 1, so a gentle breeze is gonna kill them. Here's Murktide. Second verse, same as the first. Grief you. What are they holding that's so important that's worth countering? I'm just gonna take their counter spell. It's a 3/2 menace. When they're at 1 life. Like, they should be countering these if they have the counter spells. Alright, I think we're patient enough to the point where it paid off, so they can only have Spell Pierce, and I can pay for the Spell Pierce. Patience paid off. Like, they should definitely be countering the griefs, right? Because if they don't counter the griefs, I get to take their counter spell, I get information, and they have to burn a removal spell on it. So it's getting the counter spells out of their hand so I can resolve the Lightning Bolt. His hand's so close yet so far. I'll keep it though. On the draw, I'll keep this. On the play, I'd probably ship it for sure. On the play, this hand does like nothing. On the draw, I have some elementals to draw too. Even Diabolic Intent wouldn't be so bad with this hand. If you were casting Thoughtseize, should they still counter it? Absolutely. Why not? I'm just gonna take their Thoughtseize and get information. Unless they have multiple counter spells in hand, then no. If they have multiple counter spells, no. If they have a single counter spell, then yes. Depends on what they have. I'm gonna spend the bolt. I think the push is a little bit more valuable. Ding, ding, ding. That's a good draw. Counterspell, Dress Down, Ragavan, Unholy Heat. I think I'm taking the heat and the counterspell. I should use Undying Evil, especially since they have a Ragavan in hand. This is going to stop him from dashing it because the ETB's untapped. Counterspell this. What are we doing here? Why didn't we do this before we attacked? Very confused by that. Fable's pretty good. Be pretty happy to trade the Fable token for Ragavan. Sounds good to me. Even if they like rip a removal spell and then dash this Ragavan, that's fine. My Dothi. How dare you? How dare you? I actually think I'm fine with this. Play the mountain and then just cast a Spyro. Maybe draw into removal. Or more lands. More lands is fine too. Drawing card, they found a bauble. Bauble, bauble, bauble. Alright. So they saw the Spyro on top. I'm gonna jam with both. I don't know if they trade here. Nope. I decided it's not in their best interest to trade there, which is probably not. My hand is pretty stacked. It's gotta be pretty stacked anyways. I have a counterspell. I have a Dress Down. It's really good for them. I still need to answer my whole board and then my reflection. They have to answer this and this, which I don't know if they can do. Intent's been really lackluster so far. Ragavan, Draco, Wild Nacatl. I'm taking the Ragavan. I don't have an answer for it. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected as well. Being sorcery speed is just such a hindrance. I think I'm probably pitching it here just to take their Scion. Give me your Scion of Draco. What's up, Fuji? Yeah, it's legal on Moto. All reprints are legal on Moto right now. So you can play Go for the Throat and Pioneer if you really wish. But then you have to play Pioneer, so... Boom. Shots fired at the Pioneer people yet again. Go. Land. Take your Giganta. Play your Giganta. No, come back. I wanted your Giganta. Turns out they couldn't beat a 5/5. What's the likelihood that Red and 6 gets banned soon? I don't think it's going to. Probably pretty low. I think if they wanted to, they would have done it already. Alright, let's get these Thoughtseize out of here. I think Fable's also kind of slow. But Dothy's not great, so we'll cut 2 Dothys. I don't think we're going to change anything in this format for at least 3 or 4 months. 61 card special. Oh, that's fine. I didn't see that. I don't think anything's going to get changed for a considerable amount of time. I'm just going to play this tapped. I'm not going to scam a Fury on turn 1 against the late line binding Tribal Flames deck. I'd rather take out a Scion Draco or even a Kavu. I can like take out a Kavu here and then curve into Blood Moon. That'd be huge. You're gonna make me kill a Wild Nacatl instead? I kinda don't even want to do it. Just play tap land past the turn, like, I don't know. I don't have to do anything at the moment. They're not really pressuring me. If they decide to actually pressure me, then maybe I just like slam a Blood Moon here. It would cut me off a black mana. And it's possible that they have Stubborn Denial. I'm just gonna play Spyro. I don't feel like I need to do anything that insane. Kinda said I drew a tap land, but that's fine. I got greedy and discarded both lands. But I'm looking for a fetch land. So that way I can like fetch a basic swamp. Ugh. Oi, Punk's not dead. Thank you for the Prime sub and welcome back for the 3rd month. Appreciate that. Thank you, Oi. Thank you, thank you. Means a lot. And now we're at 279 out of 300 for the Dingo Cord. We're getting closer. We're climbing. Appreciate you guys hanging around. They shocked that in. What does that mean? I guess there's only one way to find out. If you're gonna like ley line binding this, that's totally fine with me. That's pretty annoying. Reasonable. And I could still have... I could still have ley line binding. And Stubborn Denial, so I'm not gonna play out this Blood Moon. They're definitely holding on to something. I have this line available to me where I could like K-Command, make them discard, pick up the Grief. I'd rather kill Scion with it. Or Vagabond. That works too. No way. No way. They fixed K-Command, finally. There's not 600 choices to choose from anymore. It's got a little box. That's amazing. This is all I've ever wanted. Thank you, Daybreak Games. The savior of Moto. Finally. His commands don't suck to cast anymore. Also, they're repping Leyline Binding. I see. Wall of Roots will remember this. Poor Wall of Roots. Always getting the short end of the stick. You're gonna Binding Grief. There are 2 wolves inside of me, and both of them say evoke this fury. And then undying this fury. Because it's just going to, like, emotionally ruin them. I could wait and play the Blood Moon. But this is just such a big tempo swing. Plus, if I play the Blood Moon, then not only do they get the Kavu to stick around, but they also, like, have this Giganta. Alright. 2-1. Jesus command. Burn. In my format. In the year 2022. We're still out here playing The secret layer Swift Spear. Chat, what do you think of the Swift Spear? I think the background of it is nice, but I don't like the actual Swift Spear. Bolt. Did you just hold priority and bolt me? They're swagging on me. Nobody holds priority and gets away with it. Thoughts easier. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Valentine's Day secret layer either. I wouldn't say it's ass, because some of them are okay. Wasn't my favorite though. To each their own. Doing this sucks, but I think I kind of have to. I'm at 9. Every Swiss beer's ugly. A lot of them are. I think the new one's not that bad. I have the full art ones, but I don't like them. I have these. I don't really like them though. I think they're kind of ugly. This new one's like alright. This one's probably the best one for sure. With the old border and everything. This one's the best. They're also like 5 tickets a piece though. Did you another Swifty? 6, 9. I think I just started racing them. Yeah, the Time Spiral remastered is very nice. Look at the mob goatheads. Yeah, some of the Swift Spears are not great. I feel like they have the potential to make a really sick one. That reminds me, did they put like... Please tell me these are on here now. Why do you hurt me? Daybreak Games. I just want the Unfinity Shocklands. What's up, Blank? Is it that time of day again where you tell me to play Grixis? To make a viable Grixis control list. I mean... I can try. Why didn't they attack? They weren't gonna block. Okay, get these Thoughtseizes out of here. Get these Blood Moons out of here. If you want to do like a donation deck, Blank, I could try to tune it a little bit, but it's gonna be very hard for me. Very, very hard for me to figure out something that's gonna be like good. I can try. I think this is fine. Splash white for snap. Wait, hold up. Slash white for snap, like Snapcaster. Do you mean splash white for binding? I just know you shouldn't play Cryptic Command. That's all I know. Because a lot of these Grixis lists are like way too lost in the sauce and they're trying to play Cryptic Command. I was on the new Teferi. Is that the, that's the one that like gains loyalty every time you draw a card, right? That seems cool. In a format with like Brainstorm. But the problem is, you can't be playing like a 4-mana Walker. Or 5, is it 5 mana? Or 4 mana? Either way, you probably can't play that in Legacy. 5 mana, yeah, you can't play 5 mana Walker in Legacy. That doesn't like do something immediately. It needs to be like as powerful as Oko if it's 5 mana. Like relative to like 3 CMC being Oko, 5 mana needs to do something like devastating. Yeah, it needs to be stronger than Minsk and Boo, which is like good luck. Jace the Mind Sculptor and do Teferi. We broke it. That new Teferi seems sweet in taking turns, but taking turns doesn't exist anymore. Not yet. I've been charmed and disarmed. Howling Mind in 2022. What happened to me? I just died this game. I have to quad sleeve like Daniel. Is his name Daniel? I always forget his name. I don't think it's Daniel. Are you swinging? We're not swinging. I'm pretty sure he refers to himself as Quad Sleeve Guy also, which doesn't help me remember his name. Heals Dedge Man. It is Daniel. Alright, that's what I thought. It's like Daniel Wong, I believe. I found a use for this Diabolic Intent. Goodbye, Diabolic Intent. Holy One-Lander. Goblin Guide, Swift Spear, Searing Blaze, Skewer the Critics. I think I'm gonna take both their 1-drops. I could have taken both of their Searing Blazes, but if they Searing Blaze me and I hold up Feign Death, then I'm totally fine with that. Okay, well, that was a good draw. Hopefully they don't draw a second land. If they draw a second land, I'm in trouble. I'm in so much danger if they draw a second land. Okay. Fortunately, I'm in the same boat as last turn, or if they draw a second land, I'm still in trouble. Suspend Riftbolt. Yata. Not second land. They gave up. I'm gonna keep his hand. How was the John Yog? It was real bad. We 1-3'd the prelim. Something like the lack of interaction in that deck is, I think, what costed us the most. Okay. Playing it Scred. I think this is Scred. I don't have an Obosh. When was the last time you seen a Koth of the Hammer? We're actually playing it Scred. It's been too long, Koth of the Hammer. It's been too long. I think I'm just binning the intent here. Diabolic Intent's only good for discarding. It's good for discarding and pitching to grief. Oh my god, scrying. She's just room a card. Koth Hammer. Torque. Waiting torqued on? Are they gonna torque my... This is non-land. Are they running Ancient Grudge? What's happening? Karn? I intend to not cast that. What's happening over here? A braid, fury, scred. I choose this one. So many braids. Are we braiding grief? And then scredding Spyro? We're braiding Spyro. And popping relic. Alright, fair enough. Actual factual scred though. Or braiding Spyro tokens. That was pretty good. The plot thickens. Ragavan relic. I'm gonna take the relic because the Ragavan's gonna be pretty useless here. I'll cast my own though. I just need them not to rip like a fury. Sheets? No sheets. Ragavan. Ragavan, fury, Ragavan. Make acquaintance. It's possible I was supposed to pitch this fury. I'll bolt you so fast. Possible I was supposed to pitch the fury and then like intent. That seems too cute. I think getting a 6/6 down or 3/3 double striker, basically a 6/6. Concede. Blood Moon doesn't seem good against the Scred deck. Thoughtseize doesn't seem good against the Scred deck. Intent can probably be trimmed upon. Then we bring in, like, I don't know, K Command. That's it. Just K Command. I guess Flame Blitz for Karn. Maybe Koth if they have Koth. I guess I'll leave in the intents. And then maybe take, like, 2 push. You know, the funny thing about Sheets is that if they fail to find off of Sheets and I just, like, dash a Ragavan, I know for sure that I'm getting a spell. I kind of agree to keep, but I'm going to keep it. And just hope that they lead on, like, turn 1 Ragavan. That'd be a very large tempo swing for me. Ragster. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna pitch this Terminate. Oh, thank God we have Diabolic Intent. Maybe I ditch the Spyro. Nah, we just do Diabolic Intent. We're gonna need the Spyro. Then I started blasting him. What did we lose to this league? I don't remember now. We started 0-1. Then we rattled off a bunch in a row. Oh, we lost to Jund. We lost a guy, that's right. Not to say that we're gonna win this game. I'm not gonna call the shots early, but it's looking pretty good for us. Double Scred. Oh no, not double Scred. Zach Allen, Blue Ren Control? I do. It's called Blue White W6. UW space W6. If you search that on my YouTube channel, it should come up. I think I have 2 videos on it. Maybe not that build in particular, but a similar build. You control 3 snow permanents. That's many a snow permanents. They did have double Scred. You were right, Coomer. They even did it the extra fancy way and held priority. Flame Blitz triggering. All Angry Gods. Alright. Couple of Angry Gods you got there. Spyro. Yep, literal Scred Red. The 4-1. Morning Physics. They've been to Karn. We're playing in Scred Red. Just as Richard Garfield intended. Intent's been so good to pitch to Grief. Really loved pitching Intent this entire league to Grief. And that's been all it's good for. Pitching it to Intent, or pitching it to Grief, pitching it to Spyro. I casted it 1 time. And I got a Lightning Bolt for lethal. Which I guess was kind of cool. Oh, the scrying sheets. It's drawing them cards. It can't be stopped. Okay, well. Apparently it's typing 1 in the chat box, even though I clicked over here. That's gotta be a new feature. And what's under that snow? I don't think I attacked. I'm just passing the turn here. Reason being is if I draw a Fury, I can just like Fury their board away and attack them for 4. I don't need to lose my Grief for nothing. Fury. I guess I'm losing my Grief anyways. I'd really like to draw a 3rd land. 3rd land would be pretty nice. Alright. It's all coming together. That's a really good draw too. Hey, that's convenient. Maybe I'm just fine with taking this damage. I want to go to 8. Nice little jump. So I could Malice my Spyro here and then they have to chump block it instead of double blocking them. I think I'd rather just have the token. I think the token's probably a little bit better. It's gonna Boros record of me. My Boros record of me, shit. Who knows? It's a wild card over there. I really like to draw Fury. That one. I wanted to draw that one. It sucks. Can I get a Fury? Thank you. I still feel like I'm kind of disadvantaged here, though. I had to trade Furies. If they draw a removal spell, I die. They should have Scrying Sheets in their upkeep. I would have drawn that in their upkeep. They actually didn't get the tokens back. They opted for the Scrying Sheets main phase for some reason. The prelim went pretty terribly, unfortunately. We won through the prelim. The deck felt clunky and awkward, especially with intent. Hey, would you look at that? That's a nice Fury. Don't mind if I do. I'm going to 3, so I'm dead to Bolt. Ragavan, fair and balanced. Arn Scion of Urza? What is happening? Flame Blitz would like to have a word with you, Karn Scion of Urza. Go Gadget Flame Blitz. Dothy. Oh, I'm gonna dash this Ragavan. I have to chump the Fury here. I'm just gonna pass the turn and make tokens. It's better than playing Dothy, I think. Maybe not, because they can make tokens. They like refuse to upkeep this Scrying Sheets, which is kind of blowing my mind. I mean, they're dead. That was all 4 Furies. Dash Ragavan, dead you. Alright. Well, what was the verdict on Diabolic intent? Not good. Upkeep Sheets, it lets you, if you have a land on top of your deck, why upkeep the sheets? Drawing first gives you more info. No, you want to upkeep the sheets. If you have a land on top of your deck, if you draw first, you're going to draw the land. And then if you activate sheets, you look at the top card. And if it's a land, you draw it. And then that's it. That's your turn, right? Like, that's not good. If you have the sheets, like, if you upkeep the sheets, right? And let's say there's a land on top of your deck, you get to draw with the sheets first. And then you go for your draw step. And then if you draw a non-land card, that's better. Especially if I'm at 3 and you're looking for like a lightning bolt. Main phase sheets doesn't do as much as upkeep sheets, right? If you upkeep the sheets and it's an expensive spell, then you can't.
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.